guys, welcome back to the channel. The project for today is something that's a little bit overdue. Is I'm changing the drive oil, or at least draining the drive oil in the E42 Bobcat mini excavator. It's supposed to be done in 50 hours. I think I'm slightly over, maybe I'm at 60 hours. And I'm going to drain the oil on the machine. You know, it's kind of level where it is. I'm going to move it forward and change the oil. And we'll see how this goes. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you consider liking and subscribing this video. And again, this is not a how-to channel, but we'll see how I do changing the oil on an awesome machine. A win. This is the first time I've changed the drive oil on any type of track machine. So ideally you would want to run the tracks, the drive motors, to get the tracks long enough to get the oil warm, I believe. I just don't have that choice. My yard is too wet. Even to get from the back of my property to the front, it would rut up my property, and I'm not going to drive my track machine in the street and annoy the neighbors. So I'm just going to let this drain for hours and see if I can get most of the fluid out that way with gravity. And I'm going to, I think it takes less than a quart, and I'm just going to cut the corners of these containers off to drain the fluid into it. And we'll see how good of a job they do. I really don't know how good they'll do, but that's what I'm on. That's my goal. And we'll see how it works.
My perimeter property being so wet that I can't get outside and work has really got me down. I've been lacking motivation. I've been not looking forward to servicing this machine. I don't know why. It was really easy to do. So this was a sunny day. It almost got up to 80 degrees. Got outside and wanted to service the final drive fluid on this mini excavator. I used my GoPro camera, set it up on a little tripod, and used my phone as a monitor to align the drain hole, fill hole, and sight hole on the final drive motor in order to do this service. And it worked out really well.
It's supposed to get up to 80 degrees today. My God, I need my property to dry out. I have some projects lined up, tentative. We'll see what my wife and I can finalize. You actually stone this area because I'm pretty tired. Pretty tired of dealing with this mess. In the spring. Wow, I don't think I spilled a drop. Got a nice O-ring on it. This oil, I don't know if it's because it's in the shade, does look a little darker. And we're draining. I really put this off. I didn't want to do it. Well, it's not so bad. I don't like doing it in the mud. I'd rather be on pavement. But she's draining. Making progress. Let's let that drain for a while. So this is going pretty well. The oil did get darker. You can get a vision of it. That looks like the parts guy said it takes a quart, actually I think a little under a quart of gear oil. It looks like there's more than a quart in that milk carton. Maybe I could be wrong, but it does look like there's more than a quart in that. We'll see how it goes. This one is slowly stopped dripping. I was gonna let these drip for a couple hours. We'll see how it progresses. In general, the oil looked good, but this is what they recommend after 50 hours, change the drive oil. I have to change, don't know if I'm gonna do it today, I have to change the hydraulic filter and the engine oil and engine filter. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. I really don't wanna roll around in the mud. So we may save that for another day, but at least we'll get this drive oil changed. Give you a shot of that. A half a gallon of milk, that carton, half a gallon milk carton worked better than the Tide container. Okay, let's look at the setup. I have my large oil pan here. I don't remember how big this thing is. It's probably at least, I don't know, 6-7 gallons. Gear oil is almost all drained. It's been draining for over an hour now, maybe even a couple hours. And I'm gonna start filling it, cleaning it up. This is the oil that goes in it. Bobcat 80, weight 90. Well, it says premium gear lubricant, also says transmission fluid. Okay, so, I don't know, that's what they sold me. Now I'm going to fill up the oil, I'm going to fill up the gear oil until it starts to run out of here. Ideally, you would want to pump this. I don't have a pump. And this is actually going in very easily. Maybe if I'm used to heavier gear oil. Oh, it's just coming out, if you can see that. It is just coming out. Boy, he said it was going to take that amount, and it did. It is just coming out. Boy, I was worried it wasn't going to be enough. Boy, she just... Marauders, I hope you found this video interesting. You like changing drive oil on a track machine. I needed to get this done. I am going to put the oil change, crankcase oil change, in another video, but I'm glad I got this done. I have to reset the computer in the cab. You know, maybe I'll show that on video. Let's see if we can show that. So let's try this. Let's hit service. Record service, replace fluid and travel motors. And not easy to do, so I'm adding notes to the service record, and let me hit return. So notes added, and then I'm going to hit record service. So that should be done. So that's under completed services. Not easy to do this. So that service is done on replace fluid travel motors. So that service is done, and I'm gonna, not easy to do this. I had to get the instructions out, but it was something I needed to do. Marauders, thank you for coming back to the channel, watching me service the fluid in the drive motors on my Bobcat E42 R2. One less thing done. Not easy. Well, the first time around, it's not easy to reset the computer for that service. I'm going to end this video here. Just want to show you the mess I have to clean up and how handy the Polaris Ranger is for servicing things in the field. This is a real in-field service. So I'm going to close out this video. Hope you consider subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and sharing it with a friend. I really appreciate those who view my videos, like them, and especially those who subscribe. Over 90% of my viewers are not subscribers. I hope I can upload good content where you want to subscribe to my channel. Thank you and God bless. I gotta clean up this mess. Yard is drying up today. It's almost 80 degrees, and I hope it's we're gonna have a couple days of dry weather and I can start doing projects on my property. Got a lot of cleanup to do.